Let's go forward. So this is Daniel chapter 11, verse 36. Let's just read it quickly. It says, "And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished." He applied this verse here to revolutionary France, okay? This was France during the revolution. Now, did Ellen White actually agree with this? We read in Great Controversy, the 1888 version, page 50, speaking about the Pope and the papacy and the man of sin. She says this: "This compromise between paganism and Christianity resulted in the development of the man of sin, foretold in prophecy as opposing and exalting himself above God. That gigantic system of false religion is a masterpiece of Satan's power, a monument of his efforts to seat himself upon the throne to rule the earth according to his will." So notice here, when she's speaking about the Antichrist power, the man of sin, she says that he will seat himself upon the throne to rule. All right, so somebody who sits upon a throne is royalty. They are ruling, okay? And since the word himself is used here, we know that this is a king sitting on the throne. So there's a king on the earth ruling according to his will. Where did we just see this? This is the power that Daniel spoke about. "And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god." All right, so here we see that Ellen White actually applied verse 36 of Daniel chapter 11, not to France, but actually to the papacy led out by its pope. So she was not in complete harmony with Uriah Smith's view and his book, Daniel and the Revelation. And I wanted to show one more statement by Ellen White, which gives us strong evidence that Ellen White applied verse 36 to the papacy. This is from Manuscripts Releases, Volume 13, number 1077. She says this: "The prophecy in the 11th of Daniel has nearly reached its complete fulfillment. Much of the history that has taken place in fulfillment of this prophecy will be repeated. In the 30th verse, a power is spoken of that shall be grieved and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do. He shall even return and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant." This is speaking about the start of the papacy. And then later on, Ellen White goes and she quotes these verses from Daniel 11, verses 31 to 36. And she says, "Similar scenes to those described in these verses right here will take place." So the similar scenes that we see in verses 31 to 36 of Daniel 11 are going to be repeated again. All right, so these verses that she's quoting right here, she's referring to the work of the papacy, and then she ends in verse 36. So this is strong evidence, once again, that Ellen White believed verse 36 applied to the papacy, not to France. We see that the early Adventists as well did not agree with Uriah's view. This is Josiah Litch on verse 36. He says, "But the papal power is a king who does according to his will. It is the same power with the little horn of the 8th chapter who magnified himself even to the prince of the host." He's speaking about the papacy right here. You have William Miller who said this: "The king spoken of in this verse is the little horn, in allusion to the papal power, which should exalt himself sitting in the place of God." All right, above all the heathen gods. Even the early Adventists did not agree with Uriah Smith's view on verse 36.